Well, it seems Lady Furina has come to see you.
Huh? It's happening!
Huh. So, she's the Hydro Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
Yeah.
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu.
Woo. Woo.
It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
Isn't it just global warming? True.
A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless. But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes. It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do.
Oh.
Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Very cool.
Almost there now. Whew. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? Nope, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5!
That doesn't count! Ta-da!
Woo. He's so good.
What happened?
Oh no! The assistant!
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Lyney, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the
orders
water have
off,
been
yep.
revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups.
But who are the higher-ups though?
Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know. Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable
The drugs,
exhilaration.
maybe.
We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent mora off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about. The...
Oh no! What the hell?
Paimon, please wait.
Lyney.
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me. But still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end, even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui.
Wait a second. So Lumin is like cold towards him because he's from the Fatui. But so is Childe though. How does it matter? But I mean, okay. Yeah, we've had some bad run-ins with them. Fine.
I guess. But regardless,
True.
I'd like the opportunity to set things straight. I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Lyney this entire time. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all. That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
A knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
I'm sorry, Arlecchino is not mother, but father.
That's right. And since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story? It's about my past. Back when our parents first died, Lynette and I were left wandering the streets. To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. It took me several days to figure out how he pulled off his amazing tricks. I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began to perform magic tricks there. To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever. Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
That was how we felt at first too. As if fate was on our side and we could say goodbye to those painful days. But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks.
That's so sad.
He would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
You do realize, like, this is so messed up because they were kids then. It's giving grooming. Wow. Is this really Genshin? They are going very dark with everything. Like, I don't know.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was.
Look, just what? Look at this.
After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me.
Oh no.
I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and asked him about her whereabouts. The answer he gave me was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift. I mean, you'll be able to perform your
What
magic
the
regardless of who your
fuck?
assistant is, yes?
That's so disgusting. Oh my god. Poor Lyney and Lynette, they've gone through so much at such a young age. This is so terrible. These poor kids, man.
Oh no. So he was gonna... But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye.
They're very explicitly saying that, right? Oh my.
I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood, and the knave standing there in the darkness.
Arlecchino fucking killed that guy. This is why we stand the knave. This is why we stand father. Yep.
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
Thank God.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans. Father, I mean, the knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer.
Wake up! Come
Oh
on,
my.
Navi is outnumbered!
How did we get to this?
Demoiselle, look out!
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex.
Oh my. Oh, she's fighting with us.
Quick, now's our chance!
They're giving each other the looks.
The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vacher and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Vinière. During an underwater expedition, Vinière accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in front of Vacher as a result.
He didn't do it.
Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method
So
to
fucked
restore
up.
Vinière back to life. To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel and began to operate a business in Poisson.
And probably looked for victims from here too, from his customer base.
During
maybe.
the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea
Just
can
start
induce
with the
feelings of
rats.
euphoria, and began to manufacture and market synth. However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, he came into conflict with Spina di Rasula. After exchanging blows with Spina di Rasula for many years, Vacher decided to assassinate their president Callus at a banquet. Though the assassination did not go as Vacher expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect by dissolving the assassin he sent to the scene. And just recently, Vacher attempted to frame Lyney as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar method. However, his attempt to frame Lyney failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vacher's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court. Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case, with the truth revealed to all. Guards, please take the suspect into custody per court protocol.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke. You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too!
Huh? Oh, he's going all out. Did he just jump on him?
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth.
He just jumped
The
on
rules
him.
of the court must be upheld.
Oh no, he's got a scratch on his face.